Now, Congress does claim to restrict this act to certain circumstances. The circumstances described in this subsection are that the conduct described in subsection A involves travel across a state line or national border, or the use of the channels, facilities, or instruments of interstate or foreign commerce, involves a firearm, explosive, or incendiary device or dangerous weapon that has traveled in interstate or foreign commerce, involves the use of ammunition or a large capacity ammunition feeding device that has traveled in interstate or foreign commerce, obstructs, delays, or affects interstate or foreign commerce, or occurs wholly within any Commonwealth territory or possession of the United States. Do you want to help out at the southern border? Well, you better not cross the state line to do it. Want to assist during a riot or national disaster? Congress seems to want you to stay home rather than help. And unless you just happen to live near a firearm and ammunition factory, you're going to have to get such tools through interstate or foreign commerce. Now, why this focus on interstate or foreign commerce? Because these people in Congress are trying to cloak their tyranny under the Commerce Clause, which delegates to Congress the power to regulate commerce with foreign nations and among the several states and with the Indian tribes. However, this isn't regulating commerce. This is regulating people, isolating them, and making it illegal for them to work together to even prepare to defend themselves. Of course, these members in Congress did sort of write in some exceptions to their tyranny. Subsection A shall not apply to the armed forces of the United States, the National Guard, the Navy militia, any regularly organized state militia, or any unorganized or reserve militia called into service by a state or the United States. A group of individuals who associate as a military organization solely for the purposes of historical reenactment or study, or parade in public as part of a bona fide veterans organization with no intent to engage in the activities prohibited by subsection A. Students in an educational institution authorized by the federal government or a state to teach military science as a prescribed part of the course of instruction when under the supervision of a military instructor, or members of an organization that is authorized under the federal or state law to provide paramilitary law enforcement or security services training, or to engage in paramilitary activity, law enforcement, or security services when performing the functions authorized by law, and, in the case of paramilitary activity and law enforcement functions, when under the direction and control of a governmental authority. You see, if you're part of a government-authorized and therefore government-regulated paramilitary organization, well, then that's just fine. Now, let we, the people, work together to protect ourselves, though, and the tyrants in Congress get very upset.